Here are the career accolades of 3 quarterbacks that all share one thing in common. Can you guess which one is which? On the right, that's Deshaun Watson, who's had a great career to this point. On the left is Patrick Mahomes, who might become the greatest quarterback since that 6th round pick from Michigan way back in 2000. And in the middle is our guy, the man who was drafted higher than both Mahomes and Watson. At number 2 overall, the Chicago Bears selected
Mitch TruBUSTky, quarterback, North Carolina.
Hello.
So, it's 2017. The Chicago Bears are looking for a franchise quarterback. They have the 3rd pick in the draft, but they really want to have that franchise quarterback. So they traded their 3rd overall pick, as well as a 3rd round pick, 4th round pick, and a 3rd round pick in 2018. They traded all of that to the 49ers, who probably weren't going to draft a quarterback with that number 2 pick. And they didn't draft it with the pick they got from the Bears. They drafted Solomon Thomas. Good job, Bears GM Ryan Pace. You really pulled strings on that move. You're really playing 4D chess there. So, who was drafted after Mitchell? Only some of the current faces of the NFL.
Whoa, hey.
With the 10th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Patrick Mahomes, the 2nd quarterback.
So, yeah, drafted 8 spots behind TruBUSTky was one Patrick Mahomes. Now, let's be fair. Mahomes was on most draft boards as the 3rd or even in some cases 4th best quarterback. At the time, he was seen as a huge risk, and it would have been a huge waste of a pick if the Bears had picked him with the 2nd pick and Mahomes didn't pan out in the end. But that doesn't matter, because that's just not how the NFL works. So anyway, that Mahomes kid made 1 start in his rookie year. But that's about all. His 2nd year will now be shown alongside some of the other greatest passing seasons in NFL history. So, yeah, Mahomes was a god-tier quarterback almost immediately. In fact, he even won MVP for that season. But he lost in the AFC Championship game to that Michigan guy that I mentioned earlier. In 2019, Mahomes was doing great until he hurt his knee on this quarterback sneak and had to miss a few weeks. That likely cost him the MVP award, but Mahomes would have the last laugh as he came back from down 24, then down 10, and then down 10 again for his first Super Bowl title.
With the 12th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Deshaun Watson, quarterback, Clemson.
Deshaun Watson, however, was a little bit more famous. He had won a national championship with Clemson.
Watson, touchdown!
And he went 10 spots behind TruBUSTky and 2 spots behind Mahomes. He was good in his rookie year, making his first start in Week 2 against the Bengals, where he had this incredible run before halftime.
Escaping, gonna run for it. You get a block on the edge, he's gonna get there. First down and more. And Deshaun Watson inside the 10, into the end zone for a touchdown. 49 yards.
But even after dropping 57 on the Titans in Week 4, Watson got hurt during practice in Week 9 and was out for the season. In 2018, the Texans started 0-3, but they went on a 9-game winning streak that propelled them to an 11-5 record and the AFC South title. But then they got stomped by the Colts in the wildcard round. In 2019, the Texans rode the pattern of loss-win-win for the entire season, which explains why they beat a team like the Patriots in one week and then would lose to the Broncos the next. In the wildcard game, Watson and the Texans were down 16-0 to the Bills, but they came back. And then, while the Bills were trailing 19-16, needing only a field goal, Josh Allen pulled a quote-unquote Reggie Bush maneuver.
As he runs, and he does so well all the way out to midfield. He laterals the ball. The ball is then batted out of bounds by
But thankfully for Buffalo, Dawson Knox batted the ball out of bounds. Then the Bills tied it.
foot of Hauschka.
Then the Texans may or may not have gotten lucky on an illegal block call. Then Deshaun Watson pulled some inspiration from VY.
Watson, pressure off the edge. Watson survives it and then checks down to Jones. Jones inside the 40, inside the 30, inside the 20, to the 10-yard line. Taiwan Jones. Deshaun Watson
on the outside, and he is dead to right. But the guy that Dabo Swinney said was the closest thing he's seen to Michael Jordan.
Then John Christian Kyle. Oh my, how many? It's like 40 Alright, I'm not pronouncing that. Text to speech, you can take this one. Thank you. Anyway, Fairbairn kicked the game winner. Woohoo.
got it. Great game in Houston.
Now onto the divisional round against that Mahomes guy I had mentioned earlier. Now, the Texans had defeated Mahomes earlier in the year, in the season, and that showed in the fact that they got up to a quick 24-0 lead. And that's it. End of chapter.
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Our boy Mitch made his first start on Monday Night Football against the Minnesota Vikings. He wasn't great, but he wasn't horrible. He didn't do anything like Watson did in his first start, but there's room to improve. He started the rest of the games in the season and threw for 2,193 yards, but he also had a 1-to-1 touchdown interception rating. And as the starter, he couldn't even crack 500. In fact, he was 4-8, which his fault. Defense, the rest of the team, who cares? He's a bust already. In 2018, the Bears decided to give TruBUSTky some help. On a defense, that is. They traded for disgruntled Raiders star Khalil Mack, and they improved because of it. Well, TruBUSTky improved his touchdown interception rating to 2-to-1, which is better, but perhaps in spite of, not because of him, the Bears won the NFC North and locked up the 3 seed in the NFC playoff picture. In those playoffs, the Bears found themselves a date with the Philadelphia Eagles, and more importantly, playoff Nick Foles. Playoff Nick Foles continued his playoff reputation from the year before by leading the Eagles on a drive down the field, but the Bears rallied on the 2-point conversion and kept the game within 1. Then, helped by a nice return, TruBUSTky drove the ball down the field to the 26-yard line, only for Cody Parkey to do this.
And, he hits the upright again! That's impossible! And the Eagles run out into the field, but there's still 5 seconds. So they've got to get back. He does it again.
When you brought back to the spot of the kick, it will be Philadelphia.
Did this hit the upright and the crossbar?
Bottom line, it doesn't go through. Upright. It looks like it bounced off the crossbar as well.
Oh my goodness. The Bears season's going to end on a double doink.
Ouch, ouch, Bears fans. I'm very sorry. That is tough to deal with. Anyway, next year, his attempts went up, his yards went down, and the Bears missed the playoffs. Ouch, that still hurts to watch, jeez. Also, I know it was blocked. I just don't care.
With the second pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Patrick Mahomes, the second quarterback.
So, now what? It's not looking good for TruBUSTky. In fact, as I'm making this, he just regained his starting job, I think a week ago. And yeah, they probably should have drafted Mahomes. I mean, come on, can you imagine Mahomes on that 2018 Bears team? That might have ruined the league. But, yeah, of the 3 quarterbacks on that list, it's obviously Mahomes 1, Watson 2, TruBUSTky 3. And look, don't blame the Bears for not drafting Mahomes. Blame them for not drafting Watson. I mean, on ESPN's big board, Watson was ranked 28th overall, and TruBUSTky was ranked 42nd. But hey, shows what the experts know. Deshaun Kaiser was 53rd on that list, and Mahomes was 1 spot above him at 52nd. So yeah, experts are idiots.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't really understand, but I fell down the ceiling and I got glue on my hands and I got records on my fingers. Records on my fingers, I got records on my fingers and I just can't stop.